Hey, fifth graders. This week we are in lesson 6, and we're learning to identify patterns in order to establish sequences. So, a sequence is a list of numbers that follow a specific pattern, and each number in the list is called a term. So, 4 is a term, 8 is a term, 12 is a term, and 16 is a term in this sequence. Let's take a look at the first problem. Okay. Mary and her friends find a 4-leaf clover during lunch. A 4-leaf clover has 4 leaves. The table shows the number of leaves for several 4-leaf clovers. So let's extend the pattern to find the next 3 terms. So, if there were 5, let's switch back to a pencil. If there were 5 4-leaf clovers, and then if there were 6, and then if there were 7, that's what we're looking for, right? Okay, next 3 terms. All right. So what is the pattern? Well, to get from 4 to 8, that would be 4 more, right? And we double check it by doing 1 or 2 more. From 8 to 12, 8 plus 4 is 12, so that works. Okay, so each term in the sequence can be found by adding 4 to the previous term. So now let's find our next 3 terms. Well, 16 plus 4 is 20. Then we'll take that new term, 20, and add 4, and we get 24. Then we'll take that term and add 4, and we get 28. So the next 3 terms, that would be 20, 24, 28. The next 3 terms are 20, 24, and then 28. Okay? Feel comfortable with that? All right, let's look at example number 2. Maria and Zhong are training to run a half marathon. A half marathon is about 13 miles. Their weekly training plans are shown in the table. Use the information to write a sequence to represent each person's weekly training plan. Then we'll compare the plans. Okay, so Maria here started by running 2 miles, and she adds 2 miles per week for the next 4 weeks. Zhong ran 4 miles to start with, and he intends to add 4 miles each week. So what are we asked to do here? It says each week, Maria will run 2 more miles and Zhong will run 4 more miles than the previous week. So what would the sequence be with 5 terms for Maria's plan? Well, Maria's plan is plus 2, right? So if the first term is 2 and we add 2, the next week she'll run 4 miles and then add 2. The next week she'll run 6 miles, add 2. Then she'll run 8 miles. Did it say 5? Yeah. So 1 more, and 8 plus 2 is 10. How about the 5-term sequence for Zhong's training plan? Well, Zhong's training plan adds 4 miles per week, and he began with 4 miles. Add 4, that's 8 miles. Add 4, that's 12 miles. Add 4, that's 16 miles. Add 4, that's 20 miles. Now, if we compare the training plans, each week, Zhong plans to run how many, if we made a comparison, his miles compared to Maria's miles? Well, let's take a look at it in this manner. Whoops, I need that to be a little bit thicker. Okay, so Maria ran 2, Zhong ran 4. Okay, and then the next week, Maria ran 4, Zhong ran 8. What do you notice? Yeah, it says Zhong plans to run twice as many miles as Maria. Well, maybe he's in better shape. Or not. Let's take a look at this guided practice. Write the next three terms in the sequence 1, 4, 7, 10. So what are they adding here? 1 plus what is 4? Plus 3. Does that pattern continue? Is 4 plus 3 7? Indeed it is. So this pattern is adding 3 to the previous term. So if we start here with a 10 and we add 3, we get 13. And then we'll add 3 to 13, which is 16. And then we'll add 3 to 16, which is 19. So the next three terms are 13, 16, 19. And I think that's it for us. Yeah, so go ahead and go practice some on your own. You may work with a friend as long as you are on task. Ask questions if I'm not busy with another group. Remember, if you get stuck and a friend isn't able to help and I'm not able to help, you can go practice in one of your other computer programs.